I just shot myself in the bro. Oh, man. Drive me to the hospital. Come drive me to the hospital.
Before we get started today, this video is sponsored by JX Tactical Holsters. Now, y'all know that I shoot a lot, so I have to personalize mine. I painted mine. It's a little bit worn from using it so much. But based on the video that you're going to watch today, you're gonna see how important these are. All of these holsters are crafted in the USA. They provide carry options for every body type. And they range from styles from in the waistband, outside the waistband. And one of my biggest things as a guy that's a big guy, I'm 6'3", 240, is I don't want a holster that's gonna be uncomfortable. So you've got your typical mounting software, right? In the waistband clip, but they've came out with some new technology to where you can clip this to literally anything, including your pants, without a belt, and it will stay on there. Literally just pull the clip up. It has a retention system on there. Push it down. That's locking onto anything. And all pistols come with an optic cut to support an RDS sight. They have thousands of satisfied customers, including me. So there's gonna be a link below the video. Go get you a holster. For God's sakes, you're really gonna want one if you don't have a good one after this video. So if you haven't guessed what this video is about, it's about not using a holster for a gun. So just a little story before I get into this. I had a buddy the other day. Yes, a buddy of mine, military. He sees me concealed carrying with a holster. And we start talking about the kind of gun I have, the optic, all that. And I say, well, what do you conceal carry? And he tells me, and he says, well, I don't use a holster. I just kind of put it in my pants. And I said, do you really trust yourself in a bam bam situation to not have a holster? How do you know your finger isn't gonna hit the trigger, right? Because it's not like practice. We practice to make a real situation easier, but it's still not gonna be the same thing. So that being said, there are a humongous amount of people who do not use holsters and who will literally just put it in the back of their waistband like they're some gangster in some movie. If you have a shitty trigger in your gun, shitty, it's probably 5 to 6 pounds of pull weight, which is literally probably like this. That's it. So snag on the jeans, boxers. Maybe you're one of those woke people and you got a butt plug in there and it snags it on that. Who knows? And this is what happens to this individual. So this guy probably didn't have a holster. Most of the time, that's why people shoot themselves in the legs when they're concealed carrying. They don't have a holster, they put it in their pants. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm cool. No. You're not. So he starts running back to the house and he's talking to his old lady or something. Oh man, I shot myself in my leg.
Hey. I just shot myself in the...
So this guy's worried all about himself. I'm not entirely sure exactly what's happening in this situation, but this guy shot himself in the leg and also shot his dog. I question that. So what you were saying, sir, is that you shot yourself in the leg. It went through your leg and then somehow hit your dog. That's literally the craziest thing I've ever seen. But let me show you something really quick. This is called a tourniquet. You put it on your leg, your arm, your extremities when you're shot, right? I am a full believer that anyone who carries a gun, you should have one of these on your person. Why? Well, if you're in a situation where you have to pull a gun, you have to get into a gunfight for self-defense, if you get shot in the arm, the leg, they hit an artery, if you don't have one of these, you're done. Now, a situation like this is a lot less common, but still, if you're carrying a gun, anything can happen. So, if this was me, I would strap the tourniquet on and take my dog to the vet. There's still a doctor, right? Strap the tourniquet on, take the dog to the vet if you care about your dog. And then while you're at the counter, say, yeah, I accidentally shot my dog and myself. If they can just do kind of a 2-for-1 stitch job here, that would be great. But no, this guy's pretty much fucking off his dog. You can see it limping here.
Hey, Cuzzo. What? I just shot myself in the bro. What? I just shot myself in the bro. Oh, man. Drive me to the hospital. Cuz, drive me to the hospital.
Take me to the hospital. What, are you just gonna let him die? You fucked up. You're just gonna let your dog die now.
I just shot my dog. Who got hit? Who got hit too, bro? Come on, it's who
Get your dog!
My dog! Hey, take my dog inside. Take my dog inside.
Take my dog inside, not take him to the vet. Not take him to an emergency vet because you just shot him. You're such a scumbag that you just want to make sure you don't get charged with animal cruelty. Take him inside, let him die in there. Dogs bleed out too. Dogs have veins. Dogs have veins in their limbs. How do you think they put them down? How do you think they give them IVs? Just throw them inside. Let me take care of me. Now, obviously, y'all can tell that I like dogs more than people. I've told this to a bunch of people, but dogs spelled backwards is God. And I truly believe that their unconditional love for you is what God has for us. Now, I'm not gonna go on some preaching thing here, but the fact that this guy accidentally shot himself and his dog and just threw him in the house and said, no, take me to the hospital, fuck off the dog, is a joke.
Take my dog inside, please. Hey, give him one.
On the other end of things, carry a holster. If you have a holster that is built for your gun, your light, everything like that, the chances of this happening without user error is very low. But at the end of the day, if this does happen to you, take responsibility for it. Don't be a coward like this guy. If this was me, I will die before my dog dies. Because at the end of the day, I screwed up. The dog didn't.